Hey John Ox, this is Sue King Irwin, sometimes known as the Science Gal. So today I'm going to show you some chemistry. And many of you know that I'm a chemistry teacher, and I'm going to show you a chemical reaction that you can do in your own kitchen with stuff that's already there, probably. You probably have this in your kitchen, and it's just baking soda and vinegar. And that's all there is. I'm going to show you a little bit about this reaction, then I'm going to teach you some science because I'm a chemistry teacher, and then I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can do this reaction that are really fun and cool, so you have to watch all the way to the end. All right, so first I'm just going to show you the reaction between some baking soda. This is what you probably put into bread or cake or different baking things, baking soda. And I'm going to take some vinegar and take about, between a quarter and a half a cup. All right, and now I'm ready to do the reaction. Okay, so we're ready to do the chemical reaction. Here's the vinegar, here's the baking soda. Watch what happens when I add them together. Notice all the bubbles and the foam? If I add a little bit at a time, you'll see it'll just foam up every time. And then the bubbles die down. Is that fun? Can you see the bubbles bouncing? I don't know, I can see the bubbles bouncing up and down on the surface while I do it. All right, well, still going. Look at all the bubbles. All right, there's the reaction. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you about what we just did in that reaction. So I'm going to teach you a little bit of science now. So what you just saw is what we call an acid-base neutralization reaction. So the vinegar is also called acetic acid. It's mostly water, but there's acetic acid, so it's an acid. The baking soda is a base. It's also called sodium bicarbonate. So when you react these two together, it makes sodium acetate and water and carbon dioxide. So those bubbles were bubbles of carbon dioxide. So to show it to you, this is called a chemical formula and a chemical reaction. And some of you might not understand, but some of you that are older will probably. Okay, it tells you what kind of atoms are in the molecules. So the vinegar, which is acetic acid and water, this is what it looks like. It's got hydrogen, carbon, and more hydrogen and oxygen. The baking soda has sodium in it. The Na is for sodium. So I put a little thing down here, so if you forget, it's okay. Anyway, what happens when I mix the vinegar and the baking soda is that the sodium comes over to this part of the acetic acid. This is called acetate, and the hydrogen goes over here, and it makes sodium acetate, which is a salt. And the other ingredient, this is called carbonic acid, but it breaks apart right away into water and carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide is the gas that produces those bubbles. So that's what this reaction is all about, and this is what we call a balanced chemical equation. All right, now I discovered that if we add a little bit of soap, it makes it a little bit more exciting. So I'm going to do this demonstration again with my baking soda and my vinegar. And actually, for fun, I'm going to see what happens if I put some soap and a little bit of red food coloring in. Just a drop for now. Okay, I'm going to stir it around. And now we'll see what happens again. All right? Ready for the reaction. Here we go. This time it foams up much better because of the soap that's in it. And now it's going to spill out. It's a good thing I have my baking sheet to catch all the mess. All right, so we're going to stop this reaction, and then I'm going to show you how to do this reaction in a little bit more fun. All right, we are back again, all cleaned up. Now I'm going to do the same reaction I just did, only with some different props. So this will make it a little bit more fun. So this time I'm going to take, instead of putting the baking soda in a bowl, I'm going to put it in a little plastic water bottle. And to get it in, I need a funnel. So I'm going to take my 2 spoonfuls of baking soda and try to get it all in there. Okay, so there's the baking soda. Now I'm going to take, I'll put this out of the way, take the vinegar and put some soap in. All right, and now I'm going to put in some red food coloring and stir it up. Okay, so these 2 things, just like before. Now this time, I'm going to make it into a volcano. Now, some of you might have seen this demonstration before, because some teachers in elementary school, they like to do this, and some people like to do it in a science fair. So anyway, what I did was I took a brown paper bag, and cut it as a grocery bag, and I just made it into kind of like a cone. Oh, and it's a little bit big for my water bottle, so I take a Kleenex and I'm going to put it around the edge to make it a tight edge. Now, to tell you the truth, I have never done this experiment before, so it'll be fun to see how it works. Okay, so now, if you want to do this at home, you can decorate your brown paper bag. You can put trees on it, make it like it's a real mountain. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour my vinegar and soap and red food coloring into this, and we'll see what happens. I hope it works. There we go. There's a volcano. I didn't even have to add all of my stuff. Pretty cool, huh? There's all the lava running down the mountain.
Where have you put the rest in?
It's better on, what? You want to do the rest? All right, we'll put the rest in. Hank is helping me think about, okay, let's see the rest of it. Making a big mess. That's my volcano. Look at all the lava going down the mountain. All right, so we're back again. This is the last thing I'm going to show you. So we've got all cleaned up. This time, I'm going to put the baking soda into the fingers of a glove. Okay, there's 1 spoonful, another spoonful, a little spoonful. Okay, now I'm going to pour the vinegar into a vase. Actually, I've never tried this one either quite like this, but I've done this many times for my students using an Erlenmeyer flask. That's a piece of equipment that we have in the lab, but a vase will do. It should work fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a rubber band and put it around the wrist of the glove 2 times so it'll fit snugly over the vase. All right, so it makes a closed container. So it captures the gas when the carbon dioxide reacts from the vinegar and the baking soda. So here we go. Let's see what happens. So we put the baking soda into the glove. Watch the hand waving. Hi, everybody. And now we can do all kinds of fun things. We can say, peace, and hang loose, and I love you, and Thumbs up. Good job. All right. So this is the end of my show, and I'm going to wave. Bye-bye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show.